do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. And I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Easily one of the most exciting player-team fits from last year's draft. Rondale Moore brought his brand of electricity to the Cardinals offense as a rookie. And he'll have an even bigger role in that offense this season and should easily top his 435 yards of 2021. He gets Arizona 1st down with that catch.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a play fake. Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. This is intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Let's this go for Renfro downfield.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On second down, Jacobs. And some room to work. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 28. 120 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. The
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Hollins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he's got room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 2nd and 9, Murray.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Murray going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Carr going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's good. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. And Murray's going to keep this. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Carr now on first down.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Carr now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Murray now. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Davion Taylor coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Now a give to Jenkins running right, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.